following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
Good evening. Welcome to episode 7 of the Anything, Everything, and Nothing podcast with Lin and Kim. I am Kim, also known as the Big Sister, and on the other line we have
Lin, the little sister. You sounded so good.
Well, thank you. I've been practicing for 2 weeks.
Boo. Boo to you.
I know, right? What's going on, babe?
That's corny. Man, listen. It's a Wednesday, Friday, so I guess that's a good thing.
Listen, I just told Ross, I was like, why does it feel like Friday night? I think because we're supposed to do the podcast on Friday, but it's Wednesday because we have the Thanksgiving edition.
Right.
So I'm all jacked up. I'm like, oh God, okay. But anyway. Right.
So welcome to episode 7, Thanksgiving edition.
Yes.
But yeah, it's I like it though. You know, I love a Friday. So I was so anxious to get out that door from work today. Ooh.
Listen.
Yes.
I understand. We were technically off. The office was closed today. So I had to get out of the, I got something to do mode and just chill and enjoy the day. So there you go.
Well, I'm going to have to try that tomorrow.
Okay. Well, look here. Let's go ahead and do what we do. And look, how was your last 2 weeks?
It has not been 2 weeks, or has it?
I think
it's not been 2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks. We did not record last week. We had so much going on. We could not fit our favorite thing in, but we're back on track.
It's been 2-ish weeks. It ain't not quite 2. It's been like a week and some change.
Well, it's been too long for us to be away from our listeners and for our listeners not to have us.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
And we got to do something about episode 6 that the listeners don't exactly have right now.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with episode 6, but we'll give them enough for episode 7. So, all right, babe. Well, let's do what we do. Look, I'm not used to being the one who starts off the conversations. So, sis, how was your week?
Well, shoot, it hadn't been a week.
Well, how was your first 3 days of the week?
They've been okay. Me and my littlest one, Edison, both have been feeling kind of under the weather, but in different respects. He's got a cough. I got some stomach stuff, and we both just a mess around here tonight. But the past 3 days it's been kind of weird because Amir is not here. I've only had one child, so that's kind of strange. It kind of changes up the routine and I kept feeling like I was forgetting or missing doing something.
Right.
I was like, okay, I'm done with Edison. What's the next thing? There is no next thing.
Okay, I don't have a second thing. I don't have double duty because there is no Mir.
Exactly, because Mir is away on vacation.
Okay.
Yes, he is living it up. So, he's been to basketball games and what else? Out to eat.
Okay.
He was supposed to go see Lights tonight, but they didn't end up doing that.
Okay.
He just been kind of, he been playing video games. He been living it up.
No, what's that song by Snoop, honey? Mir is living his best life.
His best life, honey.
Yes, I am not mad at that.
Living his best little life. I just got off the phone with him.
Okay.
And was eating. He was eating a hot dog, McDonald's French fries, and some meatballs. I said, Mir,
Okay. Can we say upset stomach?
your stomach finna be towed up.
Exactly. Can we say upset stomach?
Finna be towed up.
Can we say children's Pepto-Bismol?
Huh?
I said, can we say children's Pepto-Bismol?
Right.
Please.
That is too funny. So
Okay.
yeah, but he's having fun. We'll see him tomorrow.
Okay, cool. What else is going on?
What else is going on? I don't know. You say that like you fishing for something.
No, I'm just asking what else is going on. No, I'm not fishing. I'm just asking. Why I got to be fishing?
Nothing else besides the obvious that tomorrow is, food day. People call it turkey day, but I don't know how I feel about no turkeys these days with the salmonella and stuff.
Well, they said the salmonella was in the romaine lettuce. Okay, sidebar. So is all the damn romaine lettuce in the world infected with E. coli?
Well, they said don't mess with none of it.
Well, that's my point. So it's all
salad bag mixtures.
Say what?
Not even if it's in the little salad bag mixtures.
I know. So is all the romaine lettuce made at the same manufacturer or from the same place? Because I'm just like, what the hell? There's only one person that makes romaine lettuce?
Right.
I've never heard, like they'll say, a recall from this company or that company. They like, don't eat no romaine lettuce whatsoever in the world. I'm like, okay, all righty then.
They were like, nothing. Don't mess with the stuff that's prepackaged, that's mixed in. Because I wanted, I was at the store last night and I wanted one of my little salad mixes that I normally get. And I looked at the bag and it said romaine. And I was like, nope,
Can't do it.
Because it's a mixture of like kale, romaine, cabbage. It's that kind of mixture. It's so good too, and I really wanted it, but I saw romaine and I put it right back. And I just got a salad that was spinach only.
Now, let me ask you this. Have you heard or do you know what E. coli is?
Yes. It's a bacteria normally found in stool.
Right, in shit. Exactly. Okay, I just want to make sure.
I said stool.
Well, it's not stool. It's found in shit.
It is stool. That's the scientific medical term.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure. So while y'all calling it E. coli and salmonella and all them fancy terms, it's code word for shit. Okay, but anyway, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I mean, it is, but
okay. I'm just saying. Look, if we're gonna keep it real, talking about E. coli and salmonella. So
what the bacteria is. It's called E. coli.
Is it certain degrees of shit? Is what makes one shit E. coli and what makes the other shit salmonella?
I don't know, but I want to know. What are they like fertilizing the romaine lettuce with poop? What are they doing?
That's all I'm saying, sis. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, okay, we're not gonna get on shit investigation tonight. But I'm just saying, talking about E. coli, salmonella. Here y'all go.
Don't eat no turkey and don't eat no romaine lettuce.
He go to government. Listen, I talked to this sidebar. I talked to Tyrone, our friend, who's coming to Defy Life here soon. And he was like, I said, you ready? I said, where are you eating? Are y'all eating Thanksgiving at your mom's house? And he was like, no, we're going to have massacre day at my house.
Oh, not massacre day.
I was like, I said, what? He come at massacre day. I was like, damn.
So he calls it massacre day, but he actually celebrates it. I'm surprised to hear that they do it.
Well, it's just a day to get together with family. They don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. It's just following the tradition of family getting together. But the whole Thanksgiving thing and all that, nah.
Okay.
That was funny though. He said, I thought he said masking. He said no, massacre. I was like, well, technically yes. So yes, you're right. So, but anyway. Oh my God! But anyway, All right. So, what anything on your mind right now, or anything else about your 3 days of the week since you had to be so damn technical? Talking about it ain't been a full week yet.
Well, technically, it hasn't, but also actually, I guess it has been almost 2 weeks that, we've recorded. So in that time, I have no memory beyond
I
the
know, right?
last 3 days. So I couldn't tell you.
Yes, besides right now. So,
Right, right. So, um, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just, like I said, besides the obvious, tomorrow being eat day, I will be driving a lot, apparently.
okay.
That's
What,
going to be
what
my thing.
what's a lot?
Ugh. Well, an hour and a half to Denmark, and from Denmark, I want to say it's almost 2 hours to Hartsville.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Is it more? I don't know. Either way, it's a lot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What time you getting out?
Mm-hmm. I listen. I don't, I can't do nothing with what's gonna happen in the morning.
Okay.
I
I got.
don't know. The earlier the better, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So,
Yeah, I
and
just
since you got such short days with light now, you know what I'm saying? That's
don't.
to get out and do what you need to do. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it early ish.
okay. Okay. Well, are you finished telling our listeners about your week and what's on your mind?
Yes.
Okay. Well, look, my turn. My
What do
turn.
you know? You sound anxious.
Okay, let's see. The week, also known as the first 3 days, since you got to be so technical. Um,
Hirsch.
the week started off good on Sunday. For those of you who don't know, and sis, of course, you already know, uh,
Mm.
the love of my life, my niece Jayla, got engaged on Sunday
Mm.
to a wonderful young man named BJ Suber. We celebrated her engagement. Well, she had a baby shower actually, and it
Actually,
turned into a baby shower slash "Will you marry me" type of thing. But anyway, it was really really sweet. It was really really nice. I'm just a big bucket of tears, so I was just crying and everything. So, um, but it was cool, and I think you were on FaceTime live because somebody was on it live, so you got to be there even though you couldn't be there. So that was good. So that was good. So you were there in spirit and you could see it.
and I could see it.
You
I know
could see it.
what happened.
Yes. Yes. So that was good. That started off the week good. It's a short week for work, which is good. So we were off today. We're off tomorrow and Friday, and I'm going to be off tomorrow and Friday. Not going to do any work.
Right.
Yes, not going to do any work. And let's see, new job going pretty well. It's different, and but we're gonna make it do what it do. And so let's see. Um, I do have something on my mind though, and maybe you can help me.
Okay. What would that be?
Piggybacking on the baby shower.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me see. I've been to yours. Look, I'm 50. I've only been to like
To
five
Jayla
baby showers.
first one.
I've only been to like five baby showers in my 50 years. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Okay, when Jayla was one, which was 24 years ago, and then Mir, who will be six, so that was 6 years ago.
Oh, Lord.
No, I went to
Oh, Edison.
so that would be 3 years ago.
Right.
So at Jayla's baby shower, it was a whole bunch of men. I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about a whole bunch of men.
Yeah.
It was probably equal,
Mm-hmm.
and I was stunned
Yeah.
because
Look like a party. Huh?
well, baby showers when I was at Jayla's first baby shower, when Jayla, when her mom was pregnant with her, there were no men. And
Right.
I'm trying to think if there were any men at Mir's baby shower. I don't think so.
No, no. Well, at Edison's or there were none at Mears.
No, I didn't think so.
And
And
there was one at Edison's, and that was the daddy.
okay, so I haven't seen the whole young men bringing gifts either by themselves or with their girlfriends and then participating in the activities.
Exactly. Like that is very new right now.
This,
Very new.
I was looking around like, okay, like for real, for real.
Yeah, like this is weird.
I'm like, this is weird. For me, for my generation, I was like, this is weird. I mean, sis, there were guys there by themselves, and then there were guys there with their girlfriends.
Right.
But with all of that being said, there were still men there. And I was like, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, but now I didn't really dislike it. I thought it was kind of cool because to see the guys there supporting BJ, but I've just never been to a baby shower that was unisex. That just tripped me out.
That is definitely a new trend where, both parents are involved in celebrating the baby.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Now, this is not on my mind, but since we're talking about it, do you have a gender reveal party and a baby shower, or do you just have one or the other?
I've seen people do both. I think it has started out as being both. You do the gender reveal first, and you do it earlier on, and then there's a baby shower. Oh. Gender reveal is very new too.
Okay. Well, so now the gender reveal, that's for the parents, for the people, so there's no gift giving there.
Right.
Okay, it's just a party to announce the gender of the baby.
Right.
Then you have the baby shower. That's when you bring the gifts.
Yes.
Okay. Well, see, I've never even heard of a gender reveal party until I started seeing it like on like the Love and Hip Hop shows and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but anyway, that was the men at the baby shower. What was on my mind? The gender reveal wasn't, but it came up. What else is on my mind? I've posted more this week from Jayla's baby shower. Look, than I've posted
ever
since I got on Facebook.
Ever in life.
Listen, okay. Funny true story. It took me. I asked you about the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 30 minutes to make the post that I did about BJ. It literally took me 30 minutes. Because I downloaded the pictures and I don't know where the hell they went. So I had to go find them.
So, I really need you to do better.
It took me 30 minutes. And by the time I got to post it, I was tired. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, it got to be a better way. It got to be a better way.
Yeah, it's a better way.
Oh God. Okay. But anyway, that was funny. And so that's what's on my mind. Now, I do want to share something with you. I don't know if you saw it, but I don't know if it was Jay with the Defy Life podcast, but did you see the post about anxiety and CBD oil?
You sent it to me.
Yes, I did. Now, very, very interesting. And for all of those who are listening, everybody knows that Lynn and I suffer from anxiety, like real anxiety, not just some play thing, like the struggle is real with the anxiety. But here's the thing. The reason that I want to go and take traditional medicine, because I tried the CBD oil. I tried the highest milligram of CBD oil that there is.
Mm-hmm.
And it did not work.
Oh.
And, our friend Tyrone, who's again coming to Defy Life with Black Gumbo here soon, he has healthy, I want to say it's healthy choices. And I've been educating myself and getting knowledge through him about the benefits of CBD oil. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people who take it, but sis, it did not work for me. So I don't know if the CBD oil didn't work, and I'm talking about 1,500 milligrams. You can't get any higher than that of the true CBD oil from the hemp plant, okay?
Right.
So it didn't work. I'm not having too much success with the traditional medicine So again, for those who listen, I'm thinking about hypnosis. But I thought the article was really, really interesting and good, but I tried the CBD oil because I wanted to go the natural method first before I went to traditional medicine. And it wasn't successful. Followed the instructions, took it like I was supposed to,
Right.
and it still it didn't, it just didn't work. So I don't know. And if you guys hear Poco in the back, I apologize. Something has him spooked right now, and he's acting like a little donkey right now. But anyway. But anyway, so that's my week, sis, and that's what's on my mind. So I'm just glad to be back with my sis, getting back in our groove, man. I was kind of thrown off last week. You know what I'm saying? When we couldn't make it work, I was like a little bothered,
Yeah. It felt kind of weird.
It did.
It's definitely the outlet for the week.
Yes. Well, guys, we're going to kind of do another kind of off the cuff, but more of a Thanksgiving edition of Off the Cuff. This time of year, it's just a time to sit back and reflect, whether it's happy memories, sad memories. And we decided that we wanted to give you guys kind of like an inside look into us. We wanted to go deep, let you guys get to know us on a basis that's not just superficial. I can't promise you won't have no tears tonight. I don't know where this is gonna go, but we just gonna let you into our lives. You ready? Are you ready for that, sis?
I suppose.
I know, right? We say you suppose.
I suppose.
Well, off the cuff, sis, since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and yes, it started with a massacre, but we're gonna look at the positives of it.
Let Tyrone tell it.
Let Tyrone tell it. I can't listen. Sidebar. I cannot wait for Black Gumbo to come on Defy Life. I'm gonna be all on that podcast. I'm trying to tell you, my brother is just wait and see. Shout out to Black Gumbo. Shout out to Defy Life. Okay, but anyway,
right.
So we want you guys to get to know us and what we're thankful for, what we're struggling with, and we just want to keep it real with you guys. And this is what we talked about, and then we said, you know what? Let's share it with the listeners. Let's be vulnerable, and let's just talk about some things, just see where it goes. So, with that being said, sis, I'm gonna ask you, with tomorrow being Thanksgiving, what are you thankful for? I know, right? Look, dun dun dun.
Oh my goodness. So let's see. Sometimes it's hard for me to answer this question being, when I have my half glass empty attitude.
Yes.
Because if you ask me the opposite of that question, I'm ready and I can shoot it off, like it's nothing.
Right.
Which is not a good thing. That's kind of bad. I guess.
Yeah.
Because it ain't, I'm not sleeping under a bridge. All the people I love are the now people that I love are here. I mean, of course, there's a few that are going on, which makes this time of year kind of hard. But I'm still yet thankful for. Well, and I'll say with my mom and dad being gone.
Okay.
It makes this time of year hard because today is my daddy's birthday.
Oh, sis.
Yeah.
You know how I am with birthdays.
Yeah, I done child. I'll hold it against you.
But listen, has that been on your mind?
Yes.
Well, why in the hell didn't you say something?
What? It's okay. I mean, I did better this year than I did last year.
Okay.
And I did him a little post shout out on Facebook and
So the day before Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm up because I have to put
Yeah,
it on my calendar. The day before Thanksgiving.
this year, the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay, Pops would have been how old today?
81.
81. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pops in heaven.
Which is so weird. But
Okay.
yeah, because when I think about, he passed away when he was 79, and when I think about that, I'm like, dang, Daddy, he didn't seem like he was heading into his 80s, and he
Mm-hmm.
probably would have been just as spry and active as he was at 79, at 81. So it's weird to think, you think of somebody 81, you think they home in the rocking chair. But
Yeah. Yeah.
anywho, so it's difficult because his birthday is today, and it's always a day or two or three before Thanksgiving. Um, and then of course, memories of being a part of the whole Thanksgiving tradition with them. And then my mom really loved Christmas, so it's difficult, but I'm thankful for my babies, all three of them, the big one included. He's still a
Okay.
baby. Um, I'm so very thankful for my children and the fact that they're healthy and they're well, they're smart, and you know, in a 3 year, almost 4 year period, Edison has come a really long way. And
Absolutely.
I'm very thankful that he hasn't had any extended problems beyond being premature or
Right.
resulting from him being premature. Um, I'm thankful for my family that I do have, my cousins, my aunts. I put an S on it because
I
I
heard. I heard that S.
right, my aunts, because I do have two. Got one on my mom's side and one on my dad's side, so that's two. And we're not gonna distinguish sides. So my aunts, my cousins, my brother,
Okay.
my big sister Kim.
Hey, 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 hey.
I put you in. You go there instead in the friend category.
I
So
got you.
my friends, you know, I'm thankful for the support that I receive from family and friends in times when I need it. Uh-oh. Here comes the little person.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I'm thankful for my children's father, our producer Yusuf.
Okay. Shout out to Yusuf, the producer.
How may I help you, Edison? I think he needs a band-aid. Y'all take a pause for the call. Say hello to Edison.
Hi, Eddie Pooh.
Oh, did you hear him?
I heard him say "Ma."
He said hi.
Oh, he did. Oh, hey, sweetheart.
Come here, Edison. He's getting his own band-aid.
Oh,
Come
okay.
here.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, um, I'm thankful that I have a job, that I have a roof over my head, that I have a car that drives.
Right, right. It hadn't had any issues since you got it out of the shop, which took 60
Right.
days
It's
to
been
fix.
rolling well. I
So
do
that
need 2 new tires, but other than that,
okay.
like as quickly as I could possibly get them. Um, and I'm thankful for my physical health, even though I got whatever is going on right now. I'm claiming it as temporary, nothing major, just
Absolutely.
you know a fluke, and it'll resolve itself. So I'm definitely thankful for my health and for being here.
Okay. So you said it's difficult, but how do you like tomorrow, sis? What happens tomorrow? Because pops and moms aren't here. So do you just focus on the kids? Do you allow yourself to reflect and feel whatever it is about not having mom and pops here? You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember for sure if I did in the past. This will be the what I think the second Thanksgiving without daddy and the third without mama.
Right.
So I think I just embraced whatever the new thing is, which it isn't exactly a thing yet. I think I did something different last year and something different the year before.
Okay.
But I think I'm just going to be trying to figure out what the new thing is.
What the new thing is. And I was thinking like, and whatever it is, like have your own tradition, and then it can always be, since Thanksgiving was Pop's thing, like do a in memory of Pops or something. You know what I'm saying? But something happy, not nothing that's gonna bring you down. But start your own tradition incorporating the memory of Pops and Mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got to figure out what that is.
You know, I think about you. Well, you know, even though we talk 11 times and we text 1,000 times, but on days like tomorrow, you know, I think about you. And of course, you're always invited here. And I always want to make sure that you're good, you know, because when you have that relationship like you had with Mom and Pops, I mean, you can't replace that.
No.
You know, and, you know, I'm here for you, and you know that. And,
Thank you very much.
you know, so, okay, well, that was
I
really,
appreciate that.
I
And
can,
if I mean, there is a plan. If any of it includes shooting through there tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna do that.
okay.
Okay. So, you know, I think I don't know. I don't know what I think I have to come through Columbia. So anyway.
Well, either way, I mean, you know, we're going to be at Mom's, and, you know, we're eating at 3 like we normally do. I think, you know, Terry has to work, and, but, you know, we'll be there. And if it's about being around the people who you love and they're going to make you smile, just come on through. Come on through.
Right.
Come on through.
All right.
Yeah.
So what about you, sis?
Well, I'm fortunate, I guess you could say. I haven't had the experience of losing that's not really, I was gonna say, yeah, okay, but we'll get into that. That devastating loss. I lost my sister. What Betty was 16, 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and I've lost both of my fathers, my stepfather and my biological father. And you know, but that devastating loss, to lose two parents, I admire your strength, because I don't know how I'm hoping that I'm probably 80 or 90 by the time my mom leaves here. Because,
right. Exactly.
like I try to prepare myself for that now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not good preparation.
No.
I mean, and I don't know if that's part of the anxiety, trying to prepare for the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not ready for that just yet. I'm just keeping it. I know everybody got to live and everybody got to die, and I'm 50 years old, and you would think I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
So, you know, your strength and then the closeness in the time of death apart. I just admire how you have been able to maintain and just be the strong young woman that you are. I really do admire you for that, and I want you to know that.
Thank you.
Let's see. Now, what am I thankful for? I'm thankful, sis, for my family and my friends. To be completely honest, most of my family are not blood related. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
My family,
not by blood.
yeah, my family is a crossbreed of emotional connection and no blood connection whatsoever. And that's sometimes that I wonder why, but for me, it's okay because my life is good. You know what I'm saying? Um, I have the best family and friends. And when I say friends, it's friends slash family, you
Right.
know? Because friends doesn't describe the relationship that I have and what I feel for these people, you and Marsha and Kelly and Kenny. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And things like that. None of us have any blood, but I love y'all so much, and there's a true connection there.
Right.
Um, my family, and small it is, and as dysfunctional as we can be sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want any other family in the world.
Right.
Um, my mom is truly my ride or die, and I'm so thankful for her. I am. She's getting older. She's 73, and just stuff medically is beginning to be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that I've never heard of. We went to the doctor today, and I'm just thankful that she's still here to teach and guide me because I feel like I need it. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, my brother Michael, strange cat, man, strange cat,
Don't
strange cat.
be
But
talking about my boy like that now.
I know, right? Listen, I'm just saying he's a strange cat. Michael is in a world of his own, but he has my back. You know,
Right.
don't mess with him.
Most definitely.
He can mess with me, but don't nobody else can mess with me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And me and my brother Terry, we don't talk all the time. He's my, for those who don't know, Terry's my oldest brother, but it's like you can drop everything when we need each other. We're there, and
Right.
everybody can't say that.
Right.
A lot of people don't have that, and so I'm really thankful for my family. My friends, I can't even begin to tell you guys how much I love you. Um,
Well, we love you too, girl.
no, I'm serious. I'm serious,
I
sis,
know.
because like y'all just ride or die with me,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all allow me to be me. And
Right.
like everybody has their own purpose in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, sis,
Mm-hmm.
you my ride or die 50-11, 50-11. You know, you're that person that I can talk to about anything,
Anything.
everything, and nothing. We,
Yes.
we cry, we laugh, we get serious, we argue. You know,
Right. Right.
Tyrone is my rock. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he is like when my dad died, he stepped in like I know that I'm gonna be all right as long as I got Tyrone. That
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel.
Okay.
He didn't take the place of my dad because we're the same age, but he he provides that male security
Right.
I think every woman needs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of weird. And so like when when something goes wrong and like he just steps in and he just knows how to just make it right. And that security means a lot to me. And I
Mm-hmm.
learned how to take care of myself from my dad and from my stepfather. But he just having it's like I feel like I got a big old burly man behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm okay. Kenny just loves me unconditionally. He is my rock too. Marsha, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, sis, and Kelly, me and Kelly, I mean, y'all are my little sisters. And
Right.
it had nothing to do, it was just a kindred connection that brought us together. I
Mhm.
didn't know y'all.
Yeah.
And everybody are co-workers and you meet at work and you have relationships, but for it to evolve into what we
Right.
have, I'm just thankful.
Because you and I didn't even work in the same place. I
Right.
mean,
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying. We
building.
at the same nothing. Exactly. And
Yeah.
then I don't know, sis. I'm just so thankful. I was talking to Tyrone. We need to give Tyrone a commercial in this podcast because
right.
But Tyrone and I were talking a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, and we were talking about because every single time, sis, we talk on the phone. Say, hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. And I'm like, AMT, are you always great? And he's like, yeah, pretty much. You never hear him say, oh, the day is not a good day or anything like that, right?
Right.
We got to talking one day, and he was like, I'm wealthy. He said, I'm not wealthy in money. I'm wealthy because I got good family and friends.
Mm.
And I was like, damn, I need to keep that philosophy because that right there was deep. Now, when we had our Thanksgiving dinner at the office last week, and I said that, and everybody was looking at me. They were like, "Darn, Kim, that was deep." And I said, because I feel like I'm a millionaire because of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sis, there. I don't feel like between my family and my friends, I don't feel like there's nothing that I can't do.
Right.
And that makes me feel good. Like, I don't care if something happens, like the worst thing that could happen in my life. I know that the support of my family and my friends, I know I'll make it through.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm thankful for.
Right.
And that's just what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for life and just being here and being able to just share and be. And that's what I'm thankful for, sis. I don't know if I just rambled on, but I don't know. I'm feeling kind of sentimental or something. I don't know.
What? Oh, you about to cry?
No, I ain't about to cry. I ain't about to cry. Then I'm thankful for Jayla because Jayla got a wonderful young man that has come into her life and loves her enough to ask her to marry him.
I know. Every day.
You know what I'm saying? And then he wants to marry Kinley too. And for those who don't know, Kinley is my great niece who's 4 years old. But I mean, that means a lot, sis. I mean, all these positive things. And like you said, we could look at the glass half empty or half full. And I really try to be for you and the people in my life. I try to be that glass half full.
Right.
And so I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that I have a job. I'm thankful that I have the support of my family and friends to go out and do new things, start new ventures. The podcast, I'm thankful for the podcast, because it's something that we wanted to do and we just did it. We believed in ourselves. So I'm thankful for all of that. I really am,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Can I get an amen? Look, can we lighten up the conversation a little bit?
Yes. Oh my gosh, so heavy.
I know, right? But anyway, so anything else, sis? Anything else you're thankful for that you want to, talk about anymore, or you're good?
Well, I can't top that.
I know, right? You know how sometimes when people have like a speech or something, like, I don't want to go behind that.
I'm good.
I'm good. No, that's okay. Thank you, though. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, my goodness.
I'm good.
No, I'm good. No, you go. Y'all go ahead. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Right.
Well,
yeah, my sentiments are the same, basically.
Yeah. Well, since we have shared what we're thankful for, there's something that happened to me, sis, a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about it. Well, I told you about it because we watched the same show, 911. Shout out to Angela Bassett.
Yes.
But since we're talking about what we're thankful for and letting the listeners in and getting to know us, there was an episode on 911, and one of the characters had to make a decision about pulling the life support from her father, who she didn't have a relationship with. And that took me back to my biological father dying. I'm not going to lie. I think it was 3 years ago. Don't make me lie. Maybe 2.
Okay, hold up. I can help you with that.
Help me with that.
It was nearby. Okay.
I know, right?
It was about uh 4 years ago.
Oh my God, it's been 4 years.
Hitting on it because we was living on where the funeral was.
Yes,
We were living on that side back then.
at the Journey, at the Journey Church. That's right.
Yep, Mir was a baby, or he was one and some change when we left from over there. So we were living over there. So
Okay.
it had to be somewhere between uh, uh 3 and 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
3, 4 years.
thank you for that, because I really don't know, but it brought me back to a conversation that I had with a person about my relationship with my father. And when I saw that episode, it's kind of like it just sat on me, because I started battling with my thoughts and my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And just a little background for the listeners, since I know we've been through this over the last 4 years, but I did not have a very close relationship with my biological father.
Mm-hmm.
He and my mom divorced when I was 7, I think. And basically, when he divorced my mom, he divorced me and my brother. Um, and I tried for years to have a relationship with him, and it just didn't happen. And the older I got, the more I realized that it was just something that was not going to happen. But your feelings had to be hurt 100 times before you realize that it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And you start realizing how and what people really are. And so when I became a young adult, I had a conversation with him, and I just told him that in my best interest, it was best for me to just move on. Now, let me digress.
Uh-huh.
I had a wonderful stepfather who came into my life and filled that void. So I'm not that woman who missed her father and got daddy issues. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So my stepfather was a wonderful man. He embraced me and my brother as if we were his. So I had a positive male figure. I was in a happy home. Life was good. But when my father, my biological father, died, um, I was told that I was, what was the word? And let me see. I lacked compassion, and I was being selfish. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
When he was in the hospital, I had no desire to go because we weren't like that. And I was told that I should love him. I had to love him because he was my father.
Mm-hmm.
And sis, I just disagreed with that sentiment. Love is an emotion, and I had no emotion for him.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you were my biological father, does that mean that I had to love him? So that's the question that I'm posing to you, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll pose to the listeners. Or is that a a defense mechanism that I built? But when I got the call that he was in the hospital, I was like, oh, okay. Like, my first thought was like, why are you calling me?
All right.
And then he was on life support, and we got called to the hospital. So I battled with the should I go, should I not go, should I go, should I not go? Excuse me. And then I ended up going, and I asked my mom to go with me, and
Mm-hmm.
she did. And when it was time to make the decision to take him off life support, they were like, well, let his 2 children make the decision. And I was like, are they talking about me?
Mm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
because can I be completely honest right now, sis?
Yeah, please.
I was like, I don't give a shit.
Oh.
No, that's what I was thinking. I was just like, I don't leave it up to me because I I don't know. I don't care. You can
Right.
leave on to take them off. It doesn't matter because there was no emotional connection there. No,
Right.
right. And so they pulled me in the room with my brother. And I was like, and then I started feeling weird. And I was like, yo, then I started getting defensive. I was like, yo, I don't want to make this decision. I don't want to make this decision. Let my brother make it. Let whatever, because they had a better relationship than we did, But I was just like, I don't want to make this. And so the decision was made to take him off the life support because there was nothing that they could do. So everybody was praying around the bed, sis, and everybody was crying. And I was just standing there, and then I started wondering, is something wrong with me?
Right.
Because his wife was crying, my aunt was crying. Let me see. I think my brother Terry might have even cried a little bit. I'm not sure, but everybody was, shedding a tear. And sis, I was just kind of looking down, and you know how you look out the side of your eyes when people are praying, and you just kind of looking around, seeing what's happening.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing, and I didn't care. And so, like, is that normal? And I was good. And then when I saw that episode, I knew what she was going through because she didn't have a relationship with him. But when someone called me selfish, I thought, how dare you? You don't know what we've been through. You don't know my life with him. And the thing about it is, I'm not angry. I wasn't angry with him.
Right.
I just went on with my life. I didn't need a father at 40 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I needed a father when I needed my stepfather and I needed my biological father. That's what I needed. I didn't need him. Now he did. I will say this. When I was about 40-ish to 40, 41, he tried to make amends.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't there. Sis, at that point, I didn't need him. So when he would call, I would be like, hey, daddy, hello. You
Right.
know,
Right.
it
Right.
was like, I really didn't want to call him daddy. And I felt it was kind of disrespectful to call him by his first name. And so then I would just be like, hey, how you doing? All right, good to see you. Yeah, good to talk to you. Just trying to be nice. And but I guess I guess the question is, was it is it okay for me not to love him? Because I can't say that I loved him. I can't. That would be a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And am I selfish, or are you supposed to love someone because they're your parent?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Because
Not
I
at all.
didn't, and I don't. Okay. So
Not love. Because what was there to love? Love what?
okay.
You don't
Okay.
love people for no reason.
Right. There has to be communication. There has to be
Yeah.
something between you two, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
just because he was my father does not mean
right.
that I had to love him, because I didn't. And I
Right.
stand by that. And up until last year, I was told that I was wrong, and I was selfish.
No.
And,
Not
oh,
at
and sis, and I'm harboring anger. And I'm just like, I promise you I'm not angry, but I'm just being real. No, you don't want to. I was told that I didn't want to face the fact that I didn't want to admit to the fact that I did love him, and I was like, no, that's not the
all.
case.
Mm-mm.
you know, that's not the case. And so I don't know, but when I saw that episode, sis, it brought all that back, and then I start second guessing myself. Well, maybe I did love him. Maybe I should love him. Why didn't you know what I'm saying? And it's been kind of sitting on me for about a month or so from seeing that. And then I was like, well, why did that episode resonate with me so much? Why did it stick with me?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But anyway, I just that's something that I won't say struggling with, but I'm trying to figure out why did that episode matter so much to me? Why did it touch me? Because it touched me. Because I think I told you about it.
Yeah, you did. I think because you could relate to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That because old girl felt the same way. She was like, what I got to do with this?
Yeah. What am I supposed to do with that? Like,
I don't know this man.
Right. And even though I knew my father, he lived right here, 15 minutes away from me, but there was just nothing. And I don't know. I need to process or figure out why the relatability is messing with me emotionally. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, that's a that's a struggle that I'm dealing with right now. Not enough to keep me down, but it is kind of like in the back of my mind. And I need resolution, so I need to find out what's going on with that.
Well, yeah, and I mean, but how did you find out what's going on with that?
I guess I can talk about it in therapy.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really know. Talk to you 50 times about it until we figure it out.
Okay, well we can do that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it 50 times until we can figure it out. So, but I want to. I guess I would like to get some feedback from the listeners. Like, have you ever had a situation similar to what I'm going through? Or did you have a strained relationship with a parent and you had to come to grips with it and figure out why should you try to make it right? What do you do in that situation? Because I decided that it was best for me to not try to cultivate that relationship because it was too much damage from the lies and the betrayal. Right. So I made a conscious decision for me, what was best for me. And that's what it was. So, I didn't appreciate being called selfish and, harboring anger because I'm denying my feelings. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, really? No. Right. Yeah. But, but anyway, so so if you guys, have had a similar situation or know someone, send us an email. What is it? Lin and Kim .aen at gmail.com and tell us about it. Because I would really like to know if there's anybody else out there who has been through or going through the same thing. Now, sis, I don't know if you're ready to go here, but, we talked a couple of months ago, about something that you were struggling with. And it threw me for a loop because I had no idea. And that was, you told me that you were grieving the loss of Edison. And remember, I said, huh? Yeah. Like, what? And I was like, well, no, Eddie Pooh is still here. What are you talking about? And I was to hear you say that and then explain it to me, I was just in awe that all that was going on with you, and I could not understand until you explained it to me. So how do you feel about giving us some background and sharing with, the listeners about Edison and that loss?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I know, right? Going deep, rolling in the deep. Like ADL said, rolling in the deep tonight.
I was going to say, ain't that a song?
Yes, it is. ADL. Rolling in the deep.
Well, yeah, there was a loss. As I mentioned earlier, Edison was a premature baby. He was born at 28 weeks. And of course, you're supposed to go 40 weeks. Mm-hmm. So that's how many weeks off? 12?
12, yeah.
Yeah, about 3 months, 3 whole months.
Yes, sir.
And there's a and we have mentioned this before, even on the show, about, you kind of poked at me about enjoying being pregnant. So,
Yes.
so, and it has its enjoyable moments, not them first 3 months of morning sickness, but after that, it's pretty cool. And then you get to the end and you're uncomfortable and can't breathe, but you can feel the baby move, and that's delightful. So, um, I grieved losing that part of my pregnancy
Okay.
because by the time I was put into the hospital, I mean, I was just under 6 months when I went into the hospital, and I hadn't even yet really developed a belly. I didn't even have the belly yet, and um, I could feel him move, a little at that time, but it was nothing near like what it is at the end of the pregnancy.
Okay.
So I never developed the round belly. I never, got to feel him like really move in there, and just and that time of growth while the baby's actually in there. It just was taken away. And that was a moment of grieving, along with the fact of every day not knowing, what how he would fare
Right.
in his being premature and having to be hospitalized, and then going home without a baby.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my god. That is just, I don't even know how to describe that feeling. And for those mothers that really go home without a baby, I can't even imagine. Like, that go home without a baby that never comes home.
That never. Okay. You mean like didn't survive?
Right.
I got you.
I
Okay.
could not imagine, but it was I had already twice had babies and gone home with them.
Okay.
And it was the craziest thing to walk out the hospital empty handed. And I mean, I knew I could turn right around and go back in and he would be in there, but it was still something to feel and go through, to walk out the hospital without him,
Okay.
and to have to go and see him rather than him just being right there with me. So, I keep him close. I get accused of spoiling him, and I'm just like, yeah, uh-huh.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you, sis, because Mir and CJ were full term, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, is there a thing with Edison being pre have being been premature? Is there a, I don't want to say a closer bond. Like you said, you might spoil him. Do you
Mm-hmm.
feel a connection with Edison that you did not feel with Mir or CJ? And it doesn't have to be anything bad, but like, is there
Right.
another type
No,
of
not in a bad way, but yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now let me tell you why I say that. Because what's that nickname you call Eddie Pooh?
Eddie Boo?
No, 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 no.
Oh.
When you say it again, I'm gonna make mention to you. When you are talking to Edison, there's this thing and this way that you say it, and it's like nothing else I ever hear you talk about. And I'm not even talking about the kids. There is something in your voice when you are talking to or about Edison, and it's just completely different. And it has nothing to do with loving Mir, but it's completely different. And you call Edison this cute little name.
What, Stinky?
What you said?
Stinky?
No, 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 no. And
Uh,
I can't think of it, sis, right now. But when you do it again,
okay.
it's normally like when you're getting ready to tell him. When you tell Edison to go to bed, what do you say? What do you say? Like go to bed and
Oh,
then you
Boogie?
boogie. That's it. That's it. That's it. Boogie. That is it. There
Yeah.
is so, sis, there is so much love when you say boogie to Edison, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Oh.
Yes, it is something in how you say it. It's the tone. It's the love behind it. But it's the boogie. That's it. That's it. That is it. So you knew it. You knew what I was talking about.
Right. Okay.
But and so I was just like, there is a connection that now is that because like he is premature, but he has developed wonderfully. Right? So like, what is that extra thing? Is it just because he was premature and you're like, oh my goodness, my baby could have not survived?
Okay. I think it's that and just the extra that had to go into caring for him that time. And the fear that came, him coming home with him, the fear that I had, I was so scared to bring him home and it not be nurses there and machines and to let me know if something was wrong with him. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm bringing this little tiny baby home. How am I going to know if something's wrong with him? Because he was hooked up to machines. If he stopped breathing or something like that, the machines would go off.
Gotcha. Okay.
Got nurses there that knew what to do and all of that. That was the most nerve-wracking thing ever. I was so scared. And I was actually relieved when he came home, and I guess a week or two later, he got put on a heart monitor. And I was relieved because that was at least something that would let me know something was wrong.
I got you.
And then I felt the fear again when it was time for him to get off the monitor and we had to give it back.
Bring the machine back. Bring the machine back.
Oh, no, don't take my machine.
Don't take the machine away. Don't take the machine away. Okay.
Many sleepless nights of watching him and checking on him, and I think just all of that extra care. And and I mean, he is the baby, so I think all of that just kind of makes for what our relationship is.
Okay. And
of course, it doesn't mean that I love either one of my other two children any less.
Of course not.
It's a different,
different
closeness.
You are definitely a ride or die mom now. Look here. You talking about that ride or die chick, honey? You a ride or die mom. So
yes, I am. Okay. And it's just different. It's just a different kind of. He's just closer. Like Mir is more independent. He's good. Like everything about him is good. And so I think it just kind of grew into that from not knowing from day to day if Edison was good.
Okay.
Having to get that extra little bit of mommy because of what he had going on. And a lot of times I do look at him and I think about where he came, what he came from. And I'm just like, wow, this kid, and he did it. He did it so well. Everything that they said that he was supposed to do, and when, like, if all goes the way it's supposed to, this is how it's supposed to happen, is how he did it.
Gotcha.
He's supposed to, open his eyes this day. He's supposed to be able to suck on the bottle when he this many weeks. He's supposed to have 8 bottles when he this many weeks. He did all of that just as he was supposed to, with no hiccups.
Now, sis, let me ask you, excuse me for cutting you off. Tell me about the age thing. There was something about Edison's age, like he was chronologically this old, but something amazing to me. That thing. So would you explain it to the listener? If nobody's ever had a child who was premature or anything, the whole chronological age versus was it gestational?
Yeah, gestational age.
Okay, gestational age. Okay. Okay.
It's well, Edison was born at 28 weeks. So, but that was supposed to be 28 weeks in my belly. So he was born, so he was technically 28 weeks old. You right?
Okay.
But let me see. Let me get this right. Okay. He was born at 28 weeks. So but he was 3 months early. So he was 28 weeks, which was supposed to be in the womb.
Okay.
So when his actual birth due date was in May. He was born in February. He was due in May. So when May came around, although February, March, although he was 3 months old gestationally, he was actually just born. You
Gotcha.
know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had to get that right in my head too.
I
So
thought that was so amazing because I never even thought about that. So like when Edison was 1, he was really
3 months behind that.
but he was really instead of 12 months, he was really 9 months.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
He was developmentally nine
Yes.
months.
And when you told me, I was just like, you know what? I've never ever thought about that in my entire life until you
Right.
said that.
And
And
that's what makes the delay, makes for the possible delays. And he was somewhat delayed in certain areas. You could tell that he was a different age, so to speak. As he went through the months, you could tell
okay.
that, at 3 months he was really acting like a newborn. And then at 6 months, he was more like a 3 month old. And, the doctor would have to remind me, she was like, okay, well, now you got to remember. Like when I took him to the doctor the first time, she blew my mind when she said, well, you got to remember, he's not born yet. And I was like, what?
Holy cow. Yeah.
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 And just like it blew your mind to first hear this, that blew my mind. I was like, oh, damn, he ain't born yet. You're right. She was like, technically, he's not born yet. So he's doing what he would have been doing in the womb.
That is amazing.
Mm-hmm. And
That is amazing. And I will say, just to piggyback on what you said, yes, Edison has developed into a deep voice young man.
a little old man.
Look, hey, Kim.
Right. And he's such an old man. Oh
He's
my God.
such an old man.
He's an old man.
But he's so sweet. But he's so sweet.
Yeah, he is. He is a
But
sweet.
okay, so it was not being able to go through the entire 40 weeks of what that experience is supposed to be like.
Right.
And then
3 months is really early.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And I remember coming to the hospital and seeing you,
Mm-hmm.
and Edison was in the little, what is it, incubator? What do you call it?
Yeah.
In the little incubator. He was so tiny. He was so little.
My daddy called it.
What Pops used to say?
Yeah, he called it a spaceship.
A spaceship. He was so cute, but he just kept fighting, and you were just there, and then look, boom, 3 years later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
and he just like, you would never know.
exactly.
Except
So,
he just had a little preemie head, but outside of that.
but if you think about it, sis, with all of that, you really do have a lot to be thankful for.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And it just, it's been a lot in 3 years, from that grief and loss, but gain, to, my mama died the next year, my daddy died the next year. So
Right.
I didn't, thank God, I didn't lose Edison, but that was a traumatic and scary experience. And oh my gosh, I cannot imagine if my anxiety right now was like this back then.
Girl.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
No, we would have had to take Edison from you.
Yeah, y'all would have had to sedate me.
Yes, sir.
I would have been in the hospital. As far as I was concerned, I'd have been dying.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that wouldn't have been cute. Nothing would have been cute about that.
No, because I did not worry a whole lot while I was in the hospital, and I think it was probably a combination of the support from y'all. People were coming to see me. They were treating me so good up there at the hospital. Mir, I didn't have to worry about Mir. He was taken care of.
Yep.
And
Shout out to Dad.
Right. Shout out to Dad.
Shout out to Dad for taking care of Mir.
Right. So, and Big Brother, he got
it. That's right. And CJ. That's right.
Because he was a part of that.
Listen, because the men folks was at the house doing the thing now.
Yes, hunty.
Yes, sir.
I had on mismatched socks every now and again, but
that's all right. But the baby was able to make it through, get the way he had to go, and he made it everywhere that he had to go unscathed. So that was okay.
He and Mir formed a bond during that time.
Mm-hmm.
That's still present to this day. So
that's right.
That was a really good thing, and I really was happy about that. But I didn't do a whole lot of worrying. There was no anxiety about, what's going to happen to me and what's going to happen to the baby. If something like that was to happen now, oh my goodness, I don't know what I would do. So thank God my anxiety wasn't in that place.
Your OBGYN nurse or doctor would have been sending you to a psychiatrist.
Right, exactly. The psychiatrist probably would have had to come up to the hospital.
Like, look, can y'all put her on something? I don't know what it is. She need to get on something. Because Miss Anks would have had you running around in the hospital.
Miss Anks would have had me up the wall.
Oh my God. Okay.
Anks would have had me climbing the wall.
Well, sis, since we've been doing the podcast, we talk about the stuff that we talked about, but I feel like we gave the listeners an inside peek into us.
Yeah.
And that's what we want. We want to have a connection with the audience, with the listeners,
Right.
Have that connection that we have.
Exactly. We want y'all to connect like we connect.
Because if you have a connection with anybody in this world, like the connection that me and my little sis got, you're going to be all right.
You good. And I tell people that, like I tell my clients, I talk about it just so y'all know. Y'all. But yeah, y'all. Just so y'all know. I talk about Kim all the time, like in trainings and in my counseling session.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Like, listen, do you have a Kim?
Liz, what did you call me? You made me cry. You called me your person.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so, because I had never heard that before.
Oh, you gotta watch Grey's Anatomy. Now, those of you that are Grey's Anatomy fans, you know what that means. And you know that it means something deep and close because you know about Meredith and Christina, and you know that they were each other's person. So, yes.
Okay, yeah, it says that is over my head. Meredith
over your head. But see, you need to watch Grey's Anatomy and stop tripping.
Okay, yeah, no. Look, I would have to catch up with on 11 seasons. No, I've never watched, Lynn, I have never watched an episode of Grey's Anatomy. Not one.
All you got to do is watch the first season to learn about Meredith and Christina.
Okay.
The first season.
But listen. He says, get on back to me being your person. Get on back to that.
You are your person. You are my person. And I talk about you in sessions. I be like, you got to have a person. I ask my people, I'm like, do you have a person?
Do you have a person?
If you don't have a person, you need to get a person because I have a person and this is who my person is. And I'll tell people, I say, you'll hear me say my sister, and she is my sister not by blood, but by love. And here is what she does for me. Here's what we do.
Okay.
She was my person, and I don't think I would make it through this daily life without my person.
Oh,
I would not.
Look, crying emoji. Crying emoji.
Okay. Oh my God. That's so sweet.
You know what? You taking it all the way to the left now.
All the way to the left.
You go. You go.
Y'all, I'm so serious. I would not make it without my person. I'm telling you. You
What
know,
is the sweetest thing? I never heard that.
there are mornings that I can't get through the morning. I will call this chick. She won't answer the phone. I be about to go crazy. And all
I
I
need
do,
a shower. Can I take a shower first? Can I take a shower?
no, she be in the shower, and I'll be like, damn it, I gotta talk. I just gotta say good morning. It don't even have to be that serious. I just feel like you're like that other cup of coffee or something. I don't know.
Oh, with a little cream. With a little cream.
With a little cream, which is how I like it.
With a little cream.
You're like that. You're like the other cup of coffee. It don't feel right to not start the morning, you know, with at least a hey.
Well,
Oh, even if you're in the shower, reach your damn arm out the curtain and answer the phone. Say, hey, I'm in the shower.
I don't take phones in the bathroom because that water and moisture is not good for them.
That's true. That's
Because
how
every time you go when your phone breaks down and they take the back off, you see this little dot right here? It should be red, not white. That means you got some water on it. I'm like, I've never done it. It had to be sweat, but anyway, that's another whole story.
I'm about to die. Now it's on its deathbed. I can't use my phone hardly without it being on the charger.
Okay.
Hooked up the light support.
You might need to get another phone.
I do need to get another one.
Well, sis, I want to thank you for being vulnerable and sharing. And I'm going to thank myself for being vulnerable and sharing with our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like even I want the listeners to feel like they know us.
Right. I agree.
On a deeper level, not the whole superficial level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But get to know us. And what
I've like we know us.
Exactly. What I've concluded, sis, is that with everything being, we both have a lot to be thankful for.
Yes.
That's what I've concluded tonight. Through all the bad stuff that's going on, sometimes they ain't got no money, sometimes they ain't got no food in the house, but what we do have is each other, and we have our family and our friends. So that makes me feel really, really, really blessed tonight.
Right. So, exactly.
Now look, enough of that old sappy sad stuff. It's getting on 12 o'clock. You know, we get silly around midnight.
Right. We starting to get giggly.
I need you to tell the listeners, what time is it now? What time is it now?
11:56.
And it's time for us to do what?
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
This ain't got nothing
Look at him. Sis, ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing to do with nothing. Sis, roll it out for it. What you got?
Okay. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay. Michael and Terry, your brothers.
I was gonna say who? Michael and Terry. Oh
Lord.
Okay, my brothers. Okay.
Your brothers, Michael and Terry.
Yes.
If they each had a wife.
Oh Lord, do I have to get my pen? Fooling around with you tonight?
No. You ain't got to do no math.
Okay.
Michael and Terry are married. They have wives.
Okay.
What are those wives to you?
If Michael and Terry have wives, if Michael and Terry were married, their wives would be what to me?
Right. Your what?
They would be my sisters-in-law.
Oh, thank you.
Boom, shaka, laka, laka, boom.
You got it. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
This
but
ain't got nothing to do
for people to know that if there is more than one sister-in-law, that you have two sisters-in-law.
Say
Two sister-in-laws.
in-laws, Wes. I knew you would get ready to go there, sis. But check this out. I had to think about it,
Oh Lord.
and I know how you are with
Mhm.
grammar. So before I answered, I had to play, why is Lynn asking me this question? Because I knew it had to be a reason. So that's why I had to ask it again. But yes, I can bet you 9 out of 10 people say sister-in-laws.
Sister-in-laws.
Yes.
No, you
Yes.
don't have more than one law. You got more than one
You
sister
got more than one.
or more than one brother.
Okay,
You got
so
brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law.
sisters-in-law and brothers-in-law. You don't have brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws. You
Right.
are absolutely right. That ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing, but it just drives me nuts.
Yes.
I hear it, and it just is like, oh.
Listen, that goes back to orientated and conversate.
Yes, Hunty, listen.
Can't stand it. Can't stand it.
There, some girl on Facebook wrote a whole poem about what it's like to be the mother of an autistic child. You get down to the bottom of the poem, and she said they're something referring to people and spelled it THERE twice.
Oh boy.
Twice.
Okay, well, now sis.
You just ruined the whole poem.
Sidebar. Okay, now I told you about the guy I was reading a note from work. And he said through THREW. And I said, okay, it might have been late. But then again, he put it again. And I was like, no, 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 no. You can't do the THREW. You need the THROUGH.
Right.
Through. And I was like, ooh, yeah. So I got to tell him, and we got to correct that.
Right.
You know? So
exactly.
I tried to be easy. I said, hey, so-and-so, in your note dated for such and such, throughout the note you wrote the word through THREW, but it should be, THROUGH. He never did respond.
He was offended. I guess he was offended.
Maybe so, but yeah, that was a hot mess. Okay. So now, has someone said that to you recently, or you heard that recently to make you come back with that? With this ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I think so. I know you and I briefly mentioned it one day, but I can't remember the context in which it came up.
And I will tell you this: before you said that, I really never gave it a second thought.
I figured you hadn't.
Yeah, I promise you, I hadn't. Okay,
but I was saving that one. Saving that one.
That was good.
It really doesn't have nothing to do with nothing, but I just need people to be correct. I need people to know.
You know what? I think you missed your calling. You should have been a damn English teacher. That's what you should have been.
You're right. You are so right. My mama was. I should have followed in her footsteps.
Follow in the footsteps. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Why this is my 50th Thanksgiving, and I ain't never cooked a Thanksgiving dinner in my damn life.
Ooh, child, me neither. And
okay, so you neither.
And I haven't either. Never.
Okay, now, next year, sis, we got to do a potluck. We got to do better because I'm always, if my mama leave this world anytime here soon, we just gonna go to hell with food because,
well,
sis, like I had in the last 5 years, I have started prepping. Like I did the potatoes and I cut them for the potato salad. I wash and cut the collards for the collard greens. But sis, I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to make shit.
Right. Well, I'm with you. Well, I can make macaroni and cheese.
Okay. Yeah. Now, nope. Couldn't even do that either. Nope.
Nope. I can do that.
Okay. But I realized that at 50, I need to get on my game.
Yeah. And and I thought about that. I was like, okay, well, how would I ever be able to host, if it were just me?
Right.
How would I be able to host Thanksgiving? And then I'm looking at, all the people talking about they getting their food prepared on, on Facebook and stuff. And I was like, and people be asking me, well, what you cooking? I'll be like,
Nothing.
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 Hopefully somebody else is cooking because I'm not. But I mean, thank God for Yusuf because he is a cook and
Shout out to Yusuf, the producer and the cook and the basketball coach.
Right, he got too many hats.
Yes,
cook,
yes.
basketball coach, the father, the English teacher.
That's right. That's right.
But
who says you have to wear one hat?
Right. One of his many hats is definitely cook. And I'm trying, I've been trying to get him to go on and cultivate that talent.
I'm just saying.
Classroom don't cook, man. People need to eat this stuff.
I'm just saying, you need to do it.
I'm trying to send him on MasterChef and Chopped and all these, different shows and stuff. And I don't think I can do it. Man.
Well, then we need to push producer like he pushed us to do the podcast.
Exactly. We
need to push him. I don't know nothing about MasterChef and Chops, but we can push him to do his thing.
Yeah,
that's what we gonna do.
Sort of capacity.
We're gonna push producer to believe in himself and do what he's passionate about.
And he loves to do it. He likes to try new things and. He'll step outside the box and he didn't even eat vegetables before we got together and I got him eating vegetables. So he'll even try stuff with vegetables and it's always good. There are times where he may have missed a step with seasoning or something like that.
Right.
Be a little too salty for me because he likes salt and I don't. But never have I eaten anything that has not tasted good.
Well, that's all right there. Okay. All right. Well, we need to get some. We need to have a episode about cooking and invite Yusuf, coach. Yeah. So Yusuf, give us a dish of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I do know because most of the time when I talk to y'all are doing some type of salmon or something grilled or something like that. Listen, we got too much talent in our little circle to not be doing some entrepreneurial type stuff.
Right.
And it's about to happen. It's about to happen. I'm putting it in the air. Y'all gonna hear some big things coming from Lin and Kim and Coach and everybody else. We got to do our own thing.
Yes. Hallelujah.
This right here ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
You going to see Widows this weekend?
I would like to.
Okay.
I don't have an exact plan to do that, but I would definitely love to go and see it.
Okay, I think we're gonna try to do a me, Roz, and Chantel. I think we're gonna try to go and see it. Chantel, she's been daughter of the year here lately. She's just been. I mean, yeah, she's. It's been good. It's been good because it's been a rough, rocky last 4 weeks. But so I think we're gonna try to.
What day are y'all going? What day?
Probably Friday.
Okay.
Maybe Saturday. Not sure. Don't know. Don't know. It's just been put out there. Actually, Chantel and one of her friends went to see Creed 2 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I said I can't see Creed 2 before I saw Creed 1. Hell.
Right, exactly.
So I'm gonna try to find it on pay-per-view or Netflix or something. But I haven't seen the first Creed. Have you seen the first Creed?
I have not.
Oh,
I was not interested.
We so behind.
I did, but I wasn't interested.
Like, well,
yeah. I was just like, okay.
Yeah, because I'm not. Now I'm gonna tell you, sis. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I love all the Rockies. Rockies 1 through 10. I love all the Rockies.
I watched. Well, I don't know if I watched 1 through 10 now, but I think
about 7 of them. I think it was like 7 or 6.
I was a little girl watching the Rocky movies.
You did what?
I did watch the Rocky movies when I was.
I love the Rocky series. Hey, yo, Adrian. Okay.
But I ain't loving enough to really want to see Creed. I was just like, oh, boxing. Yay.
Yeah, no, but they say it's pretty good, so I'm gonna check it out.
That's what I heard. Widows, I'm definitely interested in. That's my kind of movie.
Yes, yes. And I still want to see so okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to have another movie review in the next 2 or 3 episodes, and we're
Uh-huh.
going to do the Hate You Give and Widows. What do you think?
You seen The Hate You Give?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Oh. Now I have seen, what's the movie? Nobody's Fool.
Nope. Oh, okay. Sis, sis,
Huh?
can we have a 2-minute movie review on Nobody's Food with Tyler Perry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I have not
You
seen,
saw it? Oh, okay.
but I can give you some reviews from 2 people that did see it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go first. You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
I want to see if the people thought like I thought.
Okay, so Nobody's Food came out what about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago,
Yeah, 2, 3 weeks ago.
and I'll say the movie review from Chantel was
Mm-hmm.
don't waste your money,
Mm-hmm.
go and get it on the Fire Stick
Mm-hmm.
or wait till it come out on Redbox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Um, her friend said it was all over the place
Mm-hmm.
and it was not Tyler Perry's best work at all.
Correct. Okay.
Don't spend your money on the movie. Wait till it comes out on DVD or wait till it comes out on Redbox.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
am in agreement.
okay.
I could have waited. I mean, it was good to get out and to go with Nicole and Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it definitely could have waited for Fire Stick or something. Because it was, I'm glad that she said all over the place because that's what I was thinking as well.
Her words were all over the place.
All over the place. It was not Tyler Perry's best work. I'm already not so much of a Tika Sumpter fan. I do not know why.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know if her character in the haves and the have nots, just the acting and all of that is just so bad that I just kind of wrote her off. I don't know.
The
But
acting is so bad.
it's so bad. Oh my god. Just I don't understand. And she didn't act. I mean, I haven't seen Southside with You. Maybe I need to watch that and get a look at a different style of her acting. But she wasn't the best actress in this one either.
Mm.
Just real, just not believable.
Okay. Yeah. And see,
Even her hair. I was like, who decided that should have been her hair?
so it just started
So
with the
ugly.
whole look. The look wasn't right, then the
No,
acting was bad.
the look wasn't right. Ask Chantel and Siobhan about the look. Her
Okay.
hair was a hot mess because you could tell that it wasn't hers.
And it wasn't hers.
It
And
was
I
an
mean,
ugly style that did not go with her face, and her forehead is too big to be out, and it was
oh,
out,
okay. Okay.
and it
And
was
see,
too much.
and what I'm a little shocked because even though he has the kind of predictable movies, like
Uh-huh.
I love Daddy's Little Girls. I thought I can watch anytime that comes on. I can watch it.
Right.
And what was the one where he played the executive? Um,
Oh,
Mr. Good Deeds. Good
good
Deeds.
deeds.
Good
Yeah.
Deeds. I like Good Deeds.
And
I even like Meet the Browns when Angela Bassett played the daughter.
and I like
So
A Family That Prays. That
the
was a
family that prays. So I was kind of shocked when they said it was like it wasn't good. Like just the acting was bad. The cinematography was bad. The just the writing was bad.
it was because like there was something about Tiffany Haddish's role where I couldn't. I'm thinking maybe she was doing too much, trying too hard
Gotcha.
to be funny, and sometimes it was not funny.
Yes.
It was like,
Yes.
okay,
Okay. And then like them crazy punchlines like do, and you're
right,
like, yeah,
right,
okay, that was over the top.
right.
Okay.
there was a lot of stuff that was just kind of, that didn't fit too well right there.
Okay. Well, for the second ever movie review for the Anything, Everything, and Nothing with Lin and Kim, if you haven't already seen Nobody's Fool, get it on bootleg Fire Stick or wait for it to come on Redbox.
I promise you're not missing anything.
You would say you will not be disappointed if you wait.
And it was the same old, love storyline where she ends up with the underdog in the end.
Okay. Was the underdog Omari Hardrick?
Yeah. Yes, he was.
See, now if I haven't even seen it and just saw it from the clip and then it's that predictable, that's no good.
That's no good. Exactly.
Okay. Well, guys, I hope we haven't disappointed you. I know a lot of people are Tyler Perry fans and Madea fans. And sidebar, he's supposed to be killing off Madea or something. Have you heard that?
Yeah. Okay. They showed a preview for that movie as well.
Oh, it's a movie?
There's a movie, something other about a funeral. Oh God, what is it called? Medea's Family Funeral or something like that.
Okay.
But in the previews, they don't show Madea dying. Somebody else died, but it wasn't her. Unless they just didn't show that. But we'll see.
Well, I always tell Roz, let me tell you something. Sidebar, sis. You know the Madea Boo?
Oh my God.
I refuse to spend 45 cents
right.
The Madea Boo.
That bad as have and have nots.
Okay, listen. I told Roz, I said, listen, Roz is my movie date person, guys. I was like, listen, my friend. I was like, look, I'll do mostly anything with you. I'm not going to see that. That looked ignorant on the preview, on the TV, on the big screen. I'm not going to see that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to see that. Okay.
What is have and have nots, and if loving you was wrong. I just can't. I tried so hard to watch them darn shows.
No.
Could not get past the horrible acting.
Well, now, I watched season 1, and I think they're on season 4, 5, or 6 now. Mm-hmm. But they had a character named Veronica, the black lawyer.
Yeah.
And she became psychotic or something.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that is not even real. It turned me off. I was like, okay, bad acting, bad storyline.
I did not get past the first couple of episodes when it first came on.
Okay. I did get through season 1 because, Roz and some other friends say, watch, girl, you gotta watch Have and Have Nots. So I tried it, but after that, and then Tika Sumpter's character, who can really do all that? It became unbelievable. You know what I'm saying?
And I just couldn't do it.
Okay.
I couldn't do it because it was just too. The acting was like they were on a stage in a theater.
Okay.
Or a bad soap opera.
Ooh.
And I just could not handle it.
Well, I want to thank you for saving me probably $30, $35 from going, because you go to the movies, it's like $10, $11. The popcorn and a soda is like $25. So I want to thank you for not allowing me to waste my money, because I don't have money to waste.
Right.
And I probably will never see it. Because I'm not going to even sit through it at home to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
You probably won't. I can imagine that you would get kind of bored with it.
Yeah. So for real. Okay. Well, sis, I think that we have given the listeners a little bit of everything. We were kind of all over the place tonight too.
I know, right? It's okay.
In the end, but again, since tomorrow is Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, also known as Massacre Day, according to Black Gumbo. I love you, sis. I'm glad you're my sis. I'm thankful for you, sis. And I would like to give a shout out to everybody, all of our listeners, the listeners who we don't have now, who we're going to put in the universe that we will have. 2019 is going to be big for the Lin and Kim podcast. Oh, wait a minute. Sidebar. Google, and we might need to send this to Jay and producer.
Mm-hmm.
Google is looking for podcasters.
Oh.
I saw that heading and I need to get it. They're looking, it was in a Black Enterprise, blackenterprise.com. I'm going to go read that article, but it says they're looking for podcasters. So I'm going to read the article, and if it's something that I think that Jay and Defy Life that we can do as a network might be interested in, but I'll send it to them. But yes, Google is looking for podcasters, just FYI.
Okay.
But anyway, so again, sis, thank you for being my little sis and always having my back. And I want to thank the listeners for tuning in. What is it, Lynn? Comment, like, share. What is it?
Like, comment, share.
Like, comment, share. We're going to put this on Facebook and all of our social media. Again, this is what we talk about, what we want to chop, as Yusuf say, we want to chop it up about. And I love chopping it up with nobody other than you, sis, because this is what we do. Shout out to everybody over at Defy Life, all the other shows. Let's see, sis, what else? Special thank you again to our producer, Yusuf, for making us sound so good and putting out the thing with it, give us a little swag. And just thank you for everybody. Thank everybody, thank everything. And excuse me, most of all, sis, thank you for doing this with me, for going in this venture with me and making us do what we do. I really appreciate it.
Sis, we got emails, by the way.
Oh, women now. See, we offer our game.
But, well, not from listeners, but we have emails.
Oh, sis. Well, what? Look, let me stay in my glory for a minute.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should let me stay in my glory there. I was so excited. Okay. So, okay, guys, we don't have any emails this week. We need some emails. What issues are you having? What do you want to talk about? What do you want us to talk about? Email us at linandkim.aen@gmail.com. Email us. Hit us up. And if this thing, if we do this thing right, we're gonna have a 1-800 number for you guys.
Yes. Call in. Tell us your story.
And we are also, in the near future, we're gonna do a Facebook Live with Lin and Kim.
Oh, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We about to do this thing.
So look out for that.
Huh?
I said look out for that.
Look out for that. I want you to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Not that I'm not going to talk to you 10 times tomorrow, but look, while you're traveling to Denmark and probably to Colombia, but everybody have a safe and wonderful and family full of love day tomorrow and our holiday. And just as Ellen says, just be kind to one another.
Yes, definitely.
I love you, sis.
Love you too, sis.
I am Kim, the big sis.
I'm Lynn, the little sis.
And we are out.
Bye.
White keys only have this bitch jumping. Shh. You hear that? Listen closer. That, my friend, is the deafening sound of focus. It drowns out all the useless noise that can clutter the moment. Naysayers don't exist. Haters? Smaters? The peanut gallery? Who's that? When you in your zone, all that noise and all that buzz is just elevator music. So, enjoy your journey, focus on your goal, and bask in the quiet roar that is progress. Because when it's your time to shoot that shot, spit that verse, or close that deal, the only voice that matters is yours. Defy Life. You hear that? Listen closer. That, my friend, is the deafening sound of focus. It drowns out all the useless noise that can clutter the moment. Naysayers don't exist. Haters? Smaters? The peanut gallery? Who's that? When you're in your zone, all that noise and all that buzz is just elevator music. So, enjoy your journey, focus on your goal, and bask in the quiet roar that is progress. Because when it's your time to shoot that shot, spit that verse, or close that deal, the only voice that matters is yours. Defy life.